Hello, I'm George Fladeland with your KU News Update. The new tuition model will raise in-state tuition prices. The average in-state KU student will be paying more per credit hour, according to a new model that was presented by Acting President Dr. Vargas and other administrators on February 3rd to the Student Government Board. This new model will only affect students paying in-state tuition. Under the current base model, a student taking 12 credits a semester pays $284 per credit, whereas a student who takes 18 credits pays $189 per credit. This is where the university plans on leveling the playing field. According to the new model, students who take 12 credits will receive a 10% decrease in their tuition per credit at $264. However, if a student consistently takes 12 credits, they will most likely graduate in 5 years. If that is the case, then a student who stays at KU for 5 years will be paying more than if they took at least 15 credits per semester in 4 years. The new credit model is not as complicated as people might think. In-state tuition will be set at $264 per credit. If the new model stands, then all students will have to do is multiply how many credits they have by $264 to figure out their total tuition for one semester. The majority of in-state paying students currently take 15 credits, and those students will see an average increase of 13% to their tuition.
Who made the decision to do this? Why is it going up?
I'm irritated.
Those were the voices from current Kutztown University students. I asked them what their reactions were regarding the rise in tuition due to their new per-credit model. None of them were pleased when I told them about the rise in their tuition, and they were surprised and confused when I told them that I was actually in support of the university's decision to raise the tuition. And here's why. In 1983-84 academic year, the state was supplying 65% of state universities' budgets in the PASHE system. As of 2012-2013 academic year, the state was supplying only 25% of the budget for the schools in the PASHE system. To offset those costs, the price for college has gone up as well. On top of the long-time cuts to higher education, former Governor Tom Corbett didn't make matters any better. According to the New York Times, Tom Corbett, quote, upon taking office in 2011, Corbett cut $1 billion from education statewide, end quote. If that's not a dagger to the heart of education, then I'm not sure what is. Due to the $1 billion Corbett cuts to higher education, Kutztown has felt Corbett's repercussions. The reason for raising students' tuition is because Kutztown University is currently facing a $12 million deficit heading into the 2015-2016 school year. KU has put in place a 3-step process for attacking that deficit. From the new tuition model, KU will receive $4 million from students. They will see $4 million raised from budget cuts, and the last $4 million will be gained by making alterations in the budget. An argument could be made by simply just cutting from the budget, but the university has been there and done that. Since 2009-2010 academic year, the university has already made $18 million in budget cuts alone. When asked if making budget cuts was an alternative route to saving students' tuition money, Jerry Silberman, Vice President of Administration and Finance, somewhat dismissed the idea. Quote, "We are almost running out of ideas. We can't cut any further without hurting the quality of your education," end quote. Personally, I would rather pay a little bit more tuition than to see my university collapse in 10 years due to the lack of funds. Other institutions close by to KU are taking on similar tuition models, and Kutztown will not be alone in their tuition model. The benefits from choosing to switch into a pay-per-credit model have exceeded expectations at other universities. For example, Virginia Commonwealth University has already instilled a similar model. After putting the model in place, VCU saw a slight GPA increase, their retention rate was level with the prior year, and more students graduated in 4 years. Other PASHE schools have either been considering or currently have pay-per-credit models, and those institutions include Millersville, Bloomsburg, IUP, Shippensburg, and Clarion universities. I believe that the university is doing the right thing. Unfortunately, prices will most likely go up, but it has to be done. College is a business, and without the proper finances, a well-run business cannot achieve long-term success. Keep in mind that this $12 million deficit is the largest in Kutztown University's history, and it must be dealt with in order to keep Kutztown going. If you're against the rise in tuition, I hope I have at least given you some insight into why the administration is doing what they're doing. and they're doing the best that they can. And that's all that I have for you today.